Hi guys, so this is my first time to do, I think, podcast. Anyway, sobrang random lang pero I would like to share something with you in this platform this is the latest message that I've received through my devotion, which is amazing kasi His word, it speaks to us in a more personal way. So it happens na lately it happens talaga na I've always been active in my church with everything's going on, like if kayo mag-volunteer with ministry, if available, go. And then may moments na nitong Saturday I'm doing my masters kaya yung Saturdays ko occupy na rin until 9 p.m. And then saktong-sakto na online class kami this Saturday, and then yung from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. ko na schedule, saktong canceled yung schedule namin doon. And sakto rin na that time na nagpa-practice the praise and worship sa church, wala yung drummer. So, hindi ako magaling mag-drum, hindi ako magaling mag-gitara. Pero I tried to learn some basic skills kasi I just wanna be flexible if kailangan. I think that's my ministry. And then, I've been doing that even for like 8 years. And I did really learn even the media, which nandun din naman yung heart ko. And then, it happened na or nag-chat sa akin yung worship leader kasi walang dumating because may nangyaring something dun sa drummer, and if available ako, kasi yes. And that was the only time or day na I was needing comfort at that time. And then sakto din na yung dalawang friends ko is na very rare lang mangyari. Sabi nila pupunta daw sila dito, which I invited them kasi they are free na lumabas kasi yung isa is mother na, so talagang ang hirap para sa kanya to have to find free time. And then inaya ko sila dito, maulan, champorado tayo, kain tayo, and then just talk about life since kinansel yung class, and something I look forward to that. And then nung nandito na kami, and then ayun nga, nag-chat na si worship leader. Sabi ko, yes, walang anuman kasi it's an opportunity. So, I know, and that time, mayroon kaming deadline ng 11:59 p.m. nung gabing yon, and hindi ko pa siya nagagawa. And something that I value that kasi konti lang yung time, and medyo madugo yung I need to submit sa advanced abnormal psychology, which is one of my favorite subject. And then ayun, alam ko deep down, I felt yung atmosphere at that time na one of my friends, alam ko sa loob niya na magko-compromise mo yung self mo, pero at the back of his mind, alam ko na parang ngayon lang tayo nagkita, and nafe-feel ko siya. But within me, I automatically said na yes, kasi for me, that's number one, si Lord, the service that I could give in without even thinking, yes. And I think that's a compliment. But I know na within those decisions, I know na, of course, may part of me na I just wanna comfort, I just like focus dito, ganyan. But anyway, sabi ko, sige, ganito na lang. Yung niluto kong champorado, dali natin sa church. Sumama kayo sa church sa akin. Kainin natin after practice, and then makakapagbigay pa tayo sa other part ng ministry. And then, nung nagdadrum na ako, and ganyan. And then, nung kalagitnaan ng practice, dumating yung drummer, kahit sinabi nung na hindi siya available kasi something may nangyari sa health niya, which is hindi naman fina-force na pumunta na siya kasi naiintindihan naman namin, but because of his willingness na gawin yung part na pumunta siya. And then, pagkapunta niya, and then, nagutla kami kahit sinabi na ng worship leader na hindi mo kailangang i-force ang self mo because of your health. Pero nakita ni leader yung willingness niya. So, ako din, I was happy kasi I know magaling siyang drummer. And not because the skills, pero I saw the willingness then in his heart. And then, ayun, umalis na ako after nun. And, ayun, nag-offer naman sila kung gusto kong tumugtog ng guitar ko. Sabi ko, nag-decline ako at that time kasi need kong tapusin naman yung some lyrics, some multimedia. So, from being a drummer to multimedia, and in-offer nila sa akin yung gigitar, and I have to aralin pa the course gumagabi na. So anyway, so the point lang nun is pagkatuloy niya, alis agad ako sa drum. So pumunta ako dun sa dalawang friends ko na hindi naman iniwan doon. Nandun sila sa labas ng church, and then kinain namin yung champorado. And then I tried to not think na sayang because it's never the point. Ang point dun is I said yes to God, and I'm just happy. And then kinabukasan, our morning devotion before the mismong worship service nung Sunday is the worship leader mentioned yung drummer, how he appreciates yon. And I was happy. And then I thought, like, I tried to not think of anything, if you get me. And I was happy. And then I don't know, if part of me, I just want to be seen. And I know that's not a bad thing, but I don't want to make it look sa sarili ko na gusto ko nung bagay na yon, because it's never about me. Pero part of me as a human being is, you just want to be appreciated, because at that time, big deals talaga sa akin matapos yun, and then makasama yung friends ko, and also the comfort na pumunta sila sa bahay. Pero alam mo, I just don't wanna look like I'm complaining because I said yes to it, like decisions ko yun, and then it's my privilege. It's never metals at that time, it was never my sacrifice. It's just like, sabi nga doon sa kantang Available by the Elevation Church, Tiffany Yuson, na for the one who gave me life, nothing else was sacrificed. Kudos to Japet. Siya yung nag-share sa akin ng song na yun. So anyway, nakakasunod ba sa kwento? It's just the introduction of the said podcast. But ayun, anyway, after nun, nung tinatry ko na nung gabi, Sunday night, I think, mag-devotion, may nangyari pa na person naman, walang kinalaman doon, about a friend, how much I miss my friend. Like, I just wanna, like, hindi naman mag-go back sa dati, because I understand the season we're in. Pero, yun nga, I just miss that, na I hope na maalala niya rin. Mga ganong bagay lang. And then, nung nagde-devotion na ako, I poured my heart out sa Lord. And that's I think, for the longest, like 4 months, gano'n na lang din ulit ako, umiyak ng gano'n. I mean, lumuhod ng gano'n about that kind of thing. And then, there's a message inside of my heart. I feel like, after crying, just okay, calm down. Pero I sensed it in my heart na I needed a word. And the revelation revealed in me is, sabi ng Lord, mag-devotion ka. Kasi, ang pinakang maganda sa foundation to receive His word is the Bible. And then, I did my devotion. And then, walang aksidente pagdating sa devotion or sa word na ibibigay ng Lord. Kasi I was reading na from the Acts chapter 9. And then, ang title nung I was reading my devotion, and ang title nung pinakang chapter is mga karapatan at tungkulin ng isang apostol. And then, my first thoughts, anong kinalaman nito sa pinagdadaanan ko? Pero may adab ako mamaya, syempre, ito yung binigay sa akin. Of course, mangungusap si Lord whatever way He would to just for me to get His message. And then, habang binabasa ko siya, parang most of the verses is rants ni Paul about his right na wala bang karapatan kami para parang may karapatan siya para magkaroon ng material na bagay kasi papastol siya ng kawan para mabuhay, pero hindi niya ginagamit yon to be able to adjust and makibagay sa mga nasasakupan niya, sa mga pinipreach niya, so ang nakita ko dun sa message, dun sa rants ni Paul, na even him, the Apostle Paul, he was overlooked. That's the word. Iyak. He was overlooked. Kasi he used to do that for them. Not because nagko-complain siya, but it just his heart, pouring out his heart, na lahat ng kaya niyang gawin is to give, to be available for them. Ginagawa niya, hindi niya tinitake for granted or hindi niya ginagamit yung power or yung right niya para makibagay sa kanila. So, the word makibagay is to be flexible. And I saw myself I see myself in Paul na, okay, I was trying to be flexible para mapunan kung whatever, anong need mapunan. Pero I also saw his heart. And then, I like how raw it was, yung message na yon. He was overlooked. And sometimes when you get used to something, kapag nasasanay tayo sa isang bagay, pag paulit-ulit na nakikita natin dyan, we forget to appreciate that thing. And then ganito yung na-feel ni Paul. So, habang minumuni-muni ko siya noon, the message that I received that made me emotional, and I know deep down God stirring in my heart is, Abby, you are seen. You are seen. And this is the message that I'm sharing with you, that whatever you were doing for the Lord, and even for the love of God and for the love of people, you are seen. You are being seen by the one, by God. And speaks about the word integrity. Integrity is core value of the LCBA. Wow. With my alma mater na integrity is doing things even when no one is looking. But there's always one na who always looks sa atin, which is Panginoon, which is the Lord. And it calms me then kasi I can integrate that. I can use that with my things that I will do, na parang how should I do things, ganyan. Pero I can start with integrity, doing things the best that I can be, and then everything will follow. So ayun, the message is, I am seen and you are seen. And what made me more emotional, that I've lost the letter, kakatapos lang ng birthday ko, and then may pahabol na may one ka-churchmate ako na youth, kasi I used to lead then the youth. Kahit ako yung pinakamatanda na sa youth, and then yung mga ka-age ko, mga nasa around 12, 13, 14, 15. So I was the only one na ka-bracket nila. Though meron naman kaming ka-bracket ko din, pero because nasa young pro na kami, hindi kami always available. But ayun, binigyan niya ako ng letter, and it was so sincere, and di ko in-expect yun. And then dun sa letter, binasa ko siya after nung pag-uwi ko, pero I didn't appreciate it much because I didn't have the words to respond. So I just okay, thank you, I was happy, I appreciate it. But certain messages is parang supposed to for us to read or to remember a certain moments then para magkaroon siya ng big impact, you know what I mean. So while I was studying this message, it came to me sa memory ko yung message na yon, and sabi doon, I just remembered dun sa message na yun, sabi niya she's grateful sa life ko kasi kasi kahit hindi ako gano'n napapansin ng madalas, nakikita niya ako, na in-emphasize niya din na sometimes pag palagi nating nakikita or nakakasama isang tao, nalilimutan nating appreciate siya. Pero ikaw, Ate Abby, na-appreciate kita. And then, hindi mo lang alam na yung paglilid mo is malaking impact sa amin. And then, one day, kapag wala ka na sa youth, maaalala nila na si Ate Abby, siya lagi yung aming kasama, si Ate Abby, ganyan. So, I don't wanna be emotional, but that's amazing. Just so amazing how God speaks to us, how He also used people to speak to us. And then now, as I remember it, parang how God revealed that to me through that scripture, no? It's amazing. So to end this, masyadong mahaba. To end this, mahaba. Dal kasi. There are times na tingin natin, hindi na-overlook tayo. Hindi tayo ganun na-appreciate sa mga bagay na we try to do for others. But I just want you to know na you are being seen. You are already appreciated by God, by the one na who can sees everything. No, He sees your heart. He sees our heart, and everything will be worth it in the end. Siya ang magbibigay nun sa atin. And I just want this to share with you na please don't stop doing that. Please don't stop pouring your heart. Kasi sometimes yung feeling of being not appreciated, of not being seen, of being not yung feeling na not reciprocated, yung feeling parang sometimes it piles up, it adds up para maging distant tayo, or just being like not to to pour our heart na. Pero and that's the scheme of the enemy, to stop us for the pure things we do. But this is an affirmation and a message for us to not stop doing that, because it's us, and it's the evidence of our good heart, and then nakikita ng Panginoon. So I hope this little message or sharing na to, we all feel a little bit better, and we are being guided on whenever you see this video. So bye bye.